is interchangeable.
Cobra's number 1 for me still.
Okay, that's fair. I'm not mad at Kobe being 1.
That's Kobe.
What up, Todd?
Kobe. Just thought I would ask you because I thought, like, where does Kyrie fit all time on that crazy of a list? It's got biggest bag, you know.
Yeah, I'm on 15. Hola! Welcome back to another B&T Wrestling Extravaganza. Alright, y'all. I got Todd is here. eBay folks are lagging. Nobody over in the eBay chat. That's wild. I expect to see bodies. There it is. There's DJ. What's good, brother? What's good, brother? Alright, let's get started, man. We're going to start off with a select. We're going to select first. And then we will count to 3. On the 3 count. On the 3 count. On the 3 count. 3 count. Over Finney for president. Yeah, man. Let's have a real discussion. Pros and cons.
Like their little promo last night, him and Trick.
I gotta see it. Was it good? Entertaining?
Yeah.
Pros and cons of Trick going to the main roster. Is he ready? And what do you do with him up there? Because he's about to drop this strap. And we're going to see the reign of Oba for a quick little burst. I'll say about...
How long y'all got?
Oba? I give Oba 3-4 months.
I'm just saying, like how long y'all be around? It's going to be that long. he can be kid literally until the end of time.
If he want to. If they decide to go that route. He will be overshadowed by Oba instantly. Yeah, I mean, for sure. But, like, we put Trick on the main roster because, I mean, obviously that's where we're going. We're not going to have him drop the belt again and then have him hang around unless we're going to see the heel run. I still think we need to see the heel run. So if that's going to be the next phase for him is we need to see the heel run before we send you up here, like the main event heel run before we send you up, then cool. But Oba's got crowd support. He's in his Braun Breaker bag in the sense that his character is scalable. It don't matter, you know, if he's going to be babyface or heel. We're going to cheer Oba because we want to see that monster. That sounds crazy. 85 out of 175. That was wild. We want to see Oba be a dominant wrestler. Jesus, that sounded crazy. Otis, 5 out of 249. We want to see that monster. It was wild. Alexa Bliss on the auto. First auto of the evening. Paul Levesque. Alan Jones. A little Silver Premier die cut of Typhoon. First ringside. That is Mr. D'Lo Brown. Trips. Alba Fire. 66 out of 75. Tiffany Stratton on the Sensations. And Molly Hawley. Need some Tama Tonga action tonight. Got you. Let's go DDP. What's up, Needle Nose? Under a new name. They got a new tag. The Ultimate Warrior. Which Guerrero? Eddie Guerrero and Cedric Alexander. That's wild. A wild trio. I don't know how far that faction goes. Eddie's the leader, obviously. Ultimate Warrior has Eddie Guerrero's muscle.
The one that Eddie is controlling.
Yeah.
Sticking on people.
Yeah.
And then Cedric Alexander, the young upstart. I don't mind that, actually. It's a pretty fun little faction.
Should be a fun faction. What do you call it? Los Guerreros is crazy.
It's still gonna be Los Guerreros.
Gotta say Los Guerreros.
It's Warrior Guerrero. It's Cedric Guerrero. And Eddie Guerrero.
That's crazy.
It's gonna be awesome.
Mexico Warriors. King or Kanye. Julius Creed on the Sparks. It's actually nice. This one is 23 of 49. Got a silver pimp named Charles. Roxanne P on the Sensations. She about to drop the belt. She going main roster. Brinley Reese, ringside, turbocharged with Taker. Followed by Greg the Hammer Valentine, 85 out of 99 on the premiere. Silver Dame Priest. Rhea Ripley. There we go. 6 out of 49 on the Rhea. Followed by a silver premiere of Cactus Jackson. Tank Ledger. NXT Legend. 27 out of 99 on the auto for Tank. And a silver Jasmine Nix. Want to see a new group? Drew, KO, Seth, Bloodline, Bounty Hunters, Shield 2.0. They're getting to that point. I saw a post today I thought was pretty interesting. They were talking about, it was more of the praises of Roman Reigns, about like how all the major feuds, the storylines right now are centered around him without him even having to be involved in them. So like KO attacked Cody because of Roman. Seth went after Seth's going after Punk because of Roman. Well, partially, and then Drew attacked Sammy. All of this because of Roman. Roman's not even involved in with none of those individuals.
He's just kind of doing his own thing.
He's just off in the cut and just inciting all kind of stuff. I really love that story. I love the way they're putting that story together.
We're cooking, man.
That is a great story that they're putting together right now. And it makes all the sense in the world. To be able to turn that entire universe into one cohesive story.
The Bloodline cinematic universe.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I mean, that's a lot of mouths to feed off just one storyline, and it's working. It's working like gangbusters. Then there's Roxanne, Cora, Ethan, Trick, and Rico going up. Ethan might be time. The little promo he cut last week or after was it not yesterday, but the week before. After Deadline.
Yeah, you should watch it.
I should watch tonight. I want to. I'm gonna check it out.
I think Justin may be correct.
Roxanne, Cora, Ethan, Trick, and Luca are going. Luca makes sense. We were talking about that last week.
I think they just like her. They see her and they see what she can do and be like, yeah, we want that on our TV show. If she makes the most sense.
If they throw on Netflix, that'll be fire. They throw on Netflix. I figure they put her immediately in the IC chase then.
Yeah.
I think they put her, because it'll be over by then. They immediately put her in the IC chase. If she wins it by in the spring, maybe. I think she gets it by then. Gives the people time to get acquainted with her. They can build up what they need to build up for her.
You know what I thought would be a cool finisher for her?
Riley Osborne.
We were talking about
148 out of 199.
changing it to make sure she can stay healthy.
What's up?
Remember when...
Ilya Dragunov. That's fire. This is 64 out of 99.
Oh my god.
Carlito.
Remember how Velveteen Dream would do that kind of like rolling barrel Death Valley Driver?
Yeah.
She should do that.
Somebody's doing that already, though. As a finisher, yeah. Somebody's doing it as like a setup.
It's a good looking move.
Who's doing? Is that Julius? I want to say Julius is doing it. I think it's who's doing it. 16 out of 99. I saw somebody do it. It was fire. They did it and then no. Tavian.
Yeah.
Tavian. They're not. Yeah. Tavian's using it as like a pickup.
Nice.
Tori Wilson on the auto. 77 out of 99. You're right though. They're gonna get that kid a push. That I'm looking at the moveset. He's PJ Brooks on the ringside. Trick Williams on the Sensations and Sean Spears, nice color match there. He's gonna get the belt soon. 30 out of 249. Yeah, they're going to give it to Tavian. Tavian's going to have it. He's going to have that. Because that is the way he used it as like a pickup was insane. It was so fluid.
He's going to be one of them ones, man. I'm very high on him.
What I'm looking at, what I'm seeing with him, and this is going to sound crazy because I know this your guy. What I'm seeing with him is what they had in mind for Gable. Stevenson.
That's all I need to hear. No, man. Look, if you didn't tell me your true feelings, you can be honest. It's cool. That's fine.
Oh man, you guys have no idea how hilarious that is. But no, in terms of just in terms of them having the amateur wrestler that they can stake the the realism behind and all that stuff, he looks legit. They sent him to Japan already. He's in a wrestling heavy faction. I think they're looking at him as being that next guy for that. I just don't want them to do with him what they've done with the Creeds, because I think they've misused him completely. So they put a belt on him. They'll be underused. But Roxanne, Cora, Ethan, Trick, and Ruka makes sense. Soul makes sense because I think she doesn't need to be in NXT. She's another one of them. I think Oba's in the same category where they don't necessarily need the main belt before they can make that step up. So it's probably that too. They probably don't need to give her any gold before they bring her up. And she can win other titles on the main roster. Cora and Roxanne need to go together as a terrorizing little tag team. I think there's room for the roster for that. Room on the roster for that. Ethan Page makes sense. Trick is the one I don't know where you put him at. I think if you drop Ethan on the main roster, the presentation of Ethan Page, the type of heel he is, he can probably figure out a way to stay relevant on here. You can put him in different feuds to where it makes sense because you want to see him get his ass kicked. With Trick, I don't know. I just don't know yet. Like exactly where you drop him off and just expect things to go smooth. Hot Rod, Riley Osborne. Unless we're continuing the NXT feud, which I think that's a waste as well. Eddie Thorpe, 123 out of 175. Unless they're continuing his feud with Mello. Or you're putting them together on some old, hey, you should have newfound respect for me after what I've done down at NXT. Bury the hatchet, so to speak, and see what happens there. Noam Dar on an auto. I see it hasn't really gone all that well for you. And then Carmelo may be humbling himself a little bit and saying, well, it's not going to be easy up here, bro. Let me kind of show you the ropes. If we can see Trick approach Mello with the same type of you gotta respect me bag that like Sammy and Jay were in when they went at Roman, and have Carmelo acquiesce to that and just build the tag team from there. I mean, you can have it dissolve over time, obviously, but if you present them as like DIY 2.0 or Sammy and Kevin 3.0, whatever, then that'd probably be the best way to get them over as a tandem and individually. Because you'd have to just pretty much have that feud permeate on the main roster too. Ethan Page gives me Miz vibes. He's that type of heel, yeah. He's that type of heel. But that's also good because Ethan's presentation doesn't allow for him to lose credibility either way. Like Miz is the same way. Miz can 1 week be in an angle where he loses in 5 seconds, and then the next week be involved with one of the top guys, and you believe it either way, and he doesn't lose any standing. He doesn't lose a spot, win or loss, right? I think Ethan kind of has that same type of carry to him, same type of weight to him.
How would you feel about Ethan Page going up the main roster? What is the thing that's going to with his old tag team partner Josh Alexander?
Is Josh coming over?
I think that's what I've heard, but I mean, I think the TNA deal still is open.
Tyler Bate.
He's still rocking over there.
Yeah.
I think it would be a good way
The
to
Rock.
introduce people to Josh Alexander.
31 out of 99.
You know, whether Ethan gets called up or before Josh comes over full time and they can do the North stuff. Again,
Naomi,
but
29 on there.
NXT or
199.
But I would not be surprised if they keep him around just to have Josh Alexander come in too.
Keep him around NXT?
Yeah.
I'm okay with that. Like I said, I think he can work either way. He can work on the main. He can work with NXT. You can have him float between the two if you want. And have him, you know, have that arrogance when he's in NXT, even more so. I'm a main roster guy. 89 out of 175, Batista. He could be Canada's finest when he's on the main roster. Eric Bischoff on the auto. And Jasmine Nix silver. And then when he's down in NXT, just remind everybody, yeah, I'm a main roster guy. And you guys aren't. You don't know what I've seen. You don't know what that's like up there. You guys are trying to get to the level I've achieved. There's different ways they can do it. He can pull it off either way. I trust Ethan Page to be successful on the main roster. Whatever level they keep him at. If they keep him in the mid-card level, he'll be successful. There'll be a player there. If they decide to take a chance on making him a main event item, he can do that. If they float him in and out a bunch of tag teams, through a bunch of rivalries, he can do that. So, he's been very impressive.
I just think it'd be fun to have those two up for a second because I think it would be fun for Ethan Page to, when he does get called up, to climb the cycle. Because what I think they should do is then they keep win and win the title. And then those two should win the tag belts. Just so when Ethan Page does get called up, he can just spout off nonsensically, I'm a Triple Crown champion at NXT. Like, I'm a big deal. Like, that sort of thing.
I like it.
I think it helps with his character.
I like it.
And it still gives him that credibility because, like, yeah, he may have won because of BS, the NXT World title, and then through BS, the North American title, and then beat a former tag team champion and Tony D'Angelo and Stax, and then beat the team that beats Fraxium finally.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think him being a shipster and him still being
Sid
a
Vicious.
heel and he can
141 out of 249. Yeah, I agree with all that. I like all that presentation. Brian Breaker on the Sparks. Mean Gene Okerlund. Alan Jones, Paul Ellering. Welcome back, Paul. Roxanne Perez, Sensations.
I'd be fantasy booking ideas for Ethan Page. I would watch you slap me in the face. That's crazy. He's good.
But he's good. He's really, really good.
You can change.
Really good.
If I can change, you can change. Anyone can change.
Except we'll never be Kali fans. Ring side action signatures. That's a base. Card number 18. Samuel Zayn.
Nice.
Young Sammy.
Saturday night's main event is gonna kick ass.
Oh, that's going to be so crazy.
God, that show's gonna be so good.
Becky, Alexa, Asuka, and Charlotte will be ready to go by Royal Rumble 2025. Could be insane for the women. They're gearing up for that. It needs to be. I mean, that's kind of the push they've been doing. More main events. More of our main events. Show enders have been with the ladies. You're starting to see more prolonged matches. You know, they're getting an opportunity to have that stage set for them so they can really perform and shine. So it'll definitely be that. There are some good feuds to be had. I'm super intrigued at an EO Stratton feud. Very intrigued at a possible EO Sol Ruka matchup. I think if we can iron out some of the selling kinks between Kalani and Sol, they could. I said it when I saw it, the NXT matchup that they had. It's got a Brett Shawn type of flavor to it. In terms of, like, they could just put on some really, really good matches for a long time. Look for JC Jane for one time. I got you, bro. I got you. I think they're in good hands going forward. That's probably why we haven't seen Charlotte rush back. That's why we haven't seen Becky rush back. I think they kind of rushed Rhea back a little bit, but that might have all been a part of things, or it could have been her call as well. Maybe she just didn't want to be out for a while. We can't have a break without Akam on the auto. Ivy Nile on the silver. Lita. Zelina Vega. 13 out of 99. Ultimately, what do we think that pecking order is going to be for the ladies when they finally finalize it? 19 out of 99. When we start looking at like where Dakota is, where Zoe Stark is, 94 out of 199. The upcoming talent with the Kalanis and the Souls and the Roxanne Perez's and the ladies they have down at NXT with Stephanie Vakir, Zarya, all them, like what ultimately becomes a pecking order for the women's roster on the main roster once everybody's called up and kind of settled in. Because I'm wondering if the Zoes and the Sonias and the Shaynas of the world might be kind of displaced or in the mud, kind of stuck in that spot due to the talent that's underneath and maybe just kind of missing the wave or missing that time. I'm wondering if that's a possibility. I hope not, because I think there should be enough space to showcase all. But you just wonder. You just really, really wonder if maybe they're catching the wave a little too late. Because they got something down there with the international trio down at NXT. I think Julia is going to take a while just because the language barrier is heavy, but she seems to be working on it. They found ways to work around Io and Kari's. Asuka, they found a way to get around too. And they're all just really, really good. I don't know if Julia's on that level of work, even though she's a good worker. But there's definitely more they can do with Azaria, more they can do with Stephanie on the main roster than they can with Julia. There's our Zebra. There's Obafemi, Tyson DuPont, ringside of Adam Pearce, Carmelo Hayes on the silver. We'll set the Zebra there. I think I know who it is though. Well, this isn't the Zebra, but this is pretty fucking cool. Ringside, Jacob Fatu. It's a nice hit there. We'll show that a little bit of love. The Werewolf. Don't want to sound rude, but Dakota's 36. That's what I'm saying, Justin. Like, there's going to be a point where it's just like 106 out of 175 on Eva Torres. Where it's kind of like, we the wave passed. You kind of missed the spot. You're gonna be a vet. You're gonna be a gatekeeper. You're gonna be, somebody's got to play the Natalia role at some point. Indy Hartwell, Sparks, Undertaker, and I think we're getting to the point to where there's so much depth, it's going to be hard to justify. Because if you remember back in the day when they were where they were divas, everybody got a shot with the belt. Everybody wore the belt at some point. Hulk Hogan, 16 out of 99 on the auto. And a silver JD McDonough. Everybody had a shot at the belt, right? Everybody wore the strap at one point in time. And was a champion. It's to the point now, there's so much depth on the women's side of the roster, they don't have to do that. It's not necessary. So we get back to the times where, shout out to Xavier Woods and the storyline they have him in now, but there's going to be a section of the ladies on the roster that kind of fit that aesthetic to where, okay, you guys only get to this level of the mid card and then we got to stop you because what's coming up behind you, much better. The Brinley Reeses, the Jasmine Nicks, like JC Jane will probably end up being one of those where, yeah, you're great down here in NXT. We like you down here, but the other talent that's behind you or alongside you, there's just more ceiling for them. Same thing with somebody like Candice LeRae. Like, speed might be it. All right, our Zebra. Oh, my God. That's a fire Zebra right there. That's Samoan bulldozer. That's fire. That's fire. Need 3 hours back on each show and all should be good. I kind of like the 2 hour kind of like what they're doing with 2 hours. They've been able to squeeze a lot of information in 2 hours. They've done it good with the promos. They've done all that. I don't know if I need that additional hour. I don't. Now, if you want to get a ladies their own show, fine. But I don't know if I need an additional hour on each show. Austin can be Natalia, but with charisma. Okay. I'm not mad at that. I'd rather the person in that role be somebody a little more presentable and just better at what they're asking them to do than Natty. Natty's a legend. She's going to be a first ballot Hall of Famer, but come on, fam. That prototype is Dunzo. If it's going to be an Oscar, if it's going to be a Baszler, if it's going to be Bailey at some point, I'm not mad at that. All right, Blair Davenport. I mean, we still got Tatum Paxley down in NXT. Carmella on the Sparks. Wendy Richter. Ilya Dragunov. Get well soon. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. These are pretty damn rare. Low ringside silver die cut of the boss man.
That's
Triple
sick.
H. Paul Levesque.
Is it die cut?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it's die cut. Yeah, from what we've heard, statistically, there's like, 5 of those that they make.
Yeah,
Some really, really short. So congratulations. Good shout out to you for getting that hit. The Triple H spot.
That's crazy.
Alexa could be a great new natty type. Naomi on the ringside. Dragunov on the sensations. Eduardo Guerrero, 4 out of 75. Eddie G. Beating Bliss, especially Goddess Bliss, is a great win for a newcomer. I think she still feels like there's a lot left, though. Shayna Baszler on auto. Sorry about that. Slippery little auto. 59 out of 99 on the Shayna. She's going to be a gatekeeper at some point. Got a silver Sol Ruka. Trick Williams. Eddie Guerrero. Yet again. I kind of feel bad for some of the folks on this roster because we are definitely getting to the point of where talent is only going to get you but so far. I mean, talent and opportunity have always kind of been the two things, and obviously networking, like who you know and all the good stuff. But we have so much talent on this roster now that it's pretty much any given Sunday to an extent. Your spot is not safe. You could lose that so quick. Like, it's not necessary for us to have you here. There's a certain grouping of individuals that, like, yes, you know, we can't really do a whole lot without you. But the way they've pivoted through storylines and figured different things out, it's not a necessity for everybody to be around. And we're going to see where we can go with you up until we can't. So, case in point, our guy LA Knight might be falling into that category here shortly, unless they start doing some swapping around and figure some things out. Because I don't know where in the main event you put him. Tony D'Angelo on the ringside. DL Sensations. Juan Cena. 39 out of 149 on the Jonathan Cena. Seth Rollins. Grayson Waller. Turbocharged Nia Jax. Xavier Woods. Good time to get this one. 11 out of 125. Really curious to see storyline wise how they play that one out. Undertaker, 22 out of 175 on the Mark Calloway. Riley Osborne. We got the Miz on the auto. And a silver Alexa Bliss. Bliss is so good at everything other than wrestling that if she comes back as her 2017 gimmick, she's going right back at or near the top. I can agree with that. I can agree with that. If that's the route that she decides to go. I'm thinking they've probably put the ball in their court, not so much in terms of when to return, but hey, how you want to come back. Like, take a look at the roster, take a look at what we have available, and find a good way to kind of fit in, because we got to pick a feud for you. If it's going to be in-ring work, it's got to be somebody that, you know, can carry you a little bit and just make sense in terms of why you're feuding, why you picked this individual. I don't know who that is just yet. Like, are you pairing her with somebody? I mean, she lost Nikki Cross for that particular role. They could rehash it if they wanted to go that route with Tatum. I think those two together would probably be good. Just because they're both very good character-wise, and Tatum's extremely good in the ring. So if they want to rehash that Alexa Bliss angle for men, Tatum Paxley would probably be a good running mate for that. You could definitely play into the, you know, I have a real-life doll here type of thing. Tatum could do all the in-ring stuff, help Alexa win, have that obsession with, you know, gaining that friend. And Alexa could just play into it. Bliss versus Nikki. Only if they're going to keep her involved in, like, Wyatt stuff. And I don't want to see her in Wyatt stuff. Obafemi. Ren Sinclair on the ring side. She's good. Tiffany Stratton on the Sensations. Lola Vice, another one of the up-and-comers. 20 out of 249. She's got to land somewhere in that pecking order, too. Luke Gallows on the ring side. Damian Priest. Camacho, 133 out of 149. Unfortunately, yeah, I think so too in some capacity. Luca Crucifino. If they do, then it needs to be in opposition of the Wyatts. Roman Reigns, 42 out of 49 on the turbocharged. We got Cactus Jack Silver Premier. Lexus King, another NXT auto. Proven to be pretty solid in the ring. Classy Freddie Blassie on the silver. Triple H on the new and the silver premier die cut of Lexington Luger. Becky, Charlotte, Asuka return together as the new women's order becomes a final boss for the new talent. I probably don't mind Becky and Charlotte doing it. They can kind of see if there's more to be found with that little semi-reunion or respect kind of thing they had going on in the cage a few years ago. So there's that. What the hell is me? But I don't think Asuka goes there, just for the simple fact that she still has Kari and Io to kind of pair up with. So I don't know if I want to put Asuka in there. But Charlotte and Becky as like the gatekeepers that are looking to kind of hold people down. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. Because you got a two-man power trip or a two-woman power trip, however you want to spell it out. But that's your Triple H and Stone Cold angle that we never got to see. Because Triple H took his thighs off his legs. But if they were to turn them into that, I wouldn't be mad at that at all. I would not be mad at that at all. I think that could be pretty dominant. And I think that does wonders storyline-wise for the ladies coming up underneath. And they they could eventually find ones that they think are credible, ones that they think make sense. You know, 4 horsewomen type of thing. Maybe Becky could bring Lyra in as her Benoit-esque type of wrestler. 83 out of 99 on the Dexter Lumis auto. Harley Race. AJ Styles. Rob Van Dam. 42 out of 125. Stone Cold on the silver. Lola Vice. 19 out of 75. First tie-dye of the evening. Of course, it's Naomi on the swatches. She got the glow. 4 out of 25 on the Naomi tie-dye. It's fitting. Obafemi on the Anu and Alexa Bliss. July 6th was the Judgment Day at Mania. Some type of 12-person intergender chaos match. Let me see. Who could Alexa pair up with?
Me?
Relax.
My bad. That was my bad.
Relax.
That was my bad.
Who could Alexa pair up with to oppose the Wyatts? Obviously not Final Testament, but like if she starts to slowly break it apart from the inside, so to speak, like if Alexa comes in and speaks to or mentions or kind of plays into her connection to Bray, like actual Bray, and gets into the ear of Rowan and kind of pulls him away from the new Wyatts, and that can be her monster to kind of execute. Huh?
Or
Braun too. That's what I'm saying. I was getting there. But like, just the ones from before, right? The originals, the OGs. You know, Bo's making this new faction, and he's not really doing credit to his brother. Like, I don't know how personal she's willing to go, mic-wise. Like, how intense she want to make these promos. But that story probably flies. She has the mic skills for it. Braun and Eric don't have to say anything. They can just go out there and execute. And because of the sheer mass of those two, you don't need much more.
I'm sure those two will both team up again.
Yeah, I mean, what else are they doing? Yeah. I'll be okay with that.
You grab only Chad Gable, you grab only Karrion Kross. It's like all the people that have been feuding with the Wyatt Six. They put aside all any differences. They
dragging off
with Alexa to combat
Ava, 46 out of 149.
Wyatt Six together.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
I mean, we talked about
Very
this.
cartoonish, but that's the whole point of this.
Torrie Wilson, 202 out of 249. We talked about this a while back when they first debuted. It's like you're gonna run out of just plain factions to like take them on, so you're gonna have to figure out ways to kind of parse them off individually. Mm-hmm. And I think that's a good one. If it also makes the storyline that much more intriguing. Lola Vice, ringside action sig, 51 out of 99 in her MMA gear, ready to do combat. Dusty Rhodes, need some Stephanie V. We got you, man. Thea Hell on the Sensations. Chuck Dempsey on a silver premier die cut. There's Iron Sheik, Eddie G, Jimmy Hart, 54 out of 75. Seth Rollins and Rhea Ripley. Is there a world where we eventually see Roman Reigns on an island alone and paying for all the indiscretions of when he was at the helm? Like eventually, not saying he burns the bridges with Jay and Sammy and all that, but like just his not necessarily his true feelings in the situation, but there hasn't been a ton of remorse, right? He's paired up with the folks and done what he's had to do in those matches and whatnot.
I'm not sorry. And if I didn't
do it
again,
I do it. Yeah, like what is there a segment or a portion of, or even if he doesn't say that, even if it gets to Jay's like, look, fam, I done enough. I got to do my own. Sammy's like, I've paid the ultimate price being alongside you. I kind of have to go.
I think at this point, I don't want to say he's past forgiveness.
Mm-hmm. Swatches on Omos.
But to me, I know that his entire thing, like you said, has been kind of
Ilya Sensations.
By Lorenzo Lamas.
Yeah.
But to me,
China on a ringside. Turbocharged Liv.
Like a damn football product. He's kind of Walter White-ish to me.
22 out of 125.
Like, at the end of that show, where it's like, I didn't do it because I needed to, and I didn't do it for you. By the end of it, I was doing this for me.
Yeah.
Because I was good at it.
Yeah.
That's what he should be doing.
Woo! Look at Lola cleaning up tonight.
That's sick.
Nice little tie-dye sensations of Lola Vice.
Those are the best tie-dyes.
9 out of 25. Yeah. Pretty fire.
He should not be remorseful. He should be remorseful. Like, yeah, I was good at this.
Damon Kemp, the brother of the legendary Gable Steveson. 68 out of 99.
2 Gable Steveson references.
Are we going to do any of the international select boxes? I'm not sure, Mert.
If we can get our hands on them, probably.
When does Natty Treasures come out? That's soon, right? Weekend?
It's not coming out Friday.
It's not.
Like we thought it would.
So probably a week after?
I think it'll come out by end of month, though. Let me double check.
Hopefully soon, Justin. Hopefully soon. But, like, even if it's not an apology tour, right? Let's say he doesn't do the apology tour, and we're just like, fam, I just don't have the bandwidth to help you out the way I've been helping you out, bro. You're going to have to kind of bite the bullet on this and suffer some of this solo. I don't have it. I can't do it. Even if that happens to him, and we end up with a company turned on this guy.
I think next week should be NT.
Next week?
Don't quote me on that, though. I'm just going off of
That should be that's another layer of story that goes along with this art. Like, they've really, like you said, created an entire universe that they could feasibly center around this one family and everything be absolutely seamless and okay. Like, there's so many branches that come off of that. They've ruined friendships. They've destroyed partnerships. And, families are falling apart. They've effectively been able to turn baby faces heels and vice versa, just off pure existence of the bloodline. It's insane how well written this whole thing has been. And again, we know at some point in time Roman's going to head over to the silver screen and get to the acting portion. If he has anything to do at all with how this story has come together and been put together, if that man don't end up getting some kind of director chair at the same time, because he's done an excellent job with this. Elton Prince on the auto, Angela Dawkins silver, Cora Jade sensations, Elton Prince yet again 115 out of 175. Swatches, Joe Gacy. It looked good the other night. Montez Ford on the silver premiere. Joe Gacy was one of the more entertaining members of that match the other night. The Miz, Obafemi.
I hope he gets his flowers in there.
Kari Sane, 43 out of 99. I'm telling you, bro. Everybody, people say I'm crazy. It won't be on that same level, but he's got a Foley pushing him somewhere. Yeah, he don't have that level of charisma, but he's got a Foley pushing him somewhere. 8 out of 49. Jade Cargill on the auto.
Nice.
There you go. See what happens with that young lady when she returns. And Adriana Rizzo on the silver. He's got a Foley pushing him somewhere, bro. Even if it's going to be super later on in the career, we're just like, yo, he's done so much. Another one of those. Another reason why I'm signing off on Alexa leading a new Wyatt opposition type faction. If Braun and Eric end up doing some wild stuff to Dexter and Joe Gacy that ends in like these ridiculous bumps, which I think is a possibility. And the way Gacy sells, I'm telling you, bro, there's something there. There's something there. All we need now is for them to figure out something like this type of depth storyline on the ladies' side. They got the talent they need to have. I mean, obviously you got to have the actresses for it. You know, people that can actually tell that story, sell that story. Right now you have maybe a handful that have that. Rhea obviously is one. Alexa is another one. Becky to an extent, but I think she's kind of one level. Another zebra? 2 zebras in the case. All right. We'll take that. Chelsea's really good. Yeah, it's been a good case. Been a really, really good case. We slip and fall into one of these one-on-ones. Big Dave, 73 out of 75. Turbocharged Braun Breaker. Die cut of Stone Cold Steven Austin. Is the Shayna Auto Corners good? Yeah. They're still good. Alexa Bliss on the ring side. Mankind on the silver. Camacho 59 out of 199. Liv Morgan and PJ Brooks. And Shayna, yours? Nah, no good Chelsea's yet. But we got time though. And we also have 3 count. Summing up. Alright, our zebra. Second zebra of the evening. It's a premiere of The Best There Is, The Best There Was, and The Best There Ever Will Be. Bret the Hitman Hart.
He's been eating lately.
Yeah, Bret's been getting his Canadian Destroyer on.
He should have created a Canadian Destroyer.
Him doing that as a finisher. I mean, he did have a pile driver in his repertoire. I don't know if back in the day somebody was gonna allow him to get that off though. That's a wild finish. Petey Williams though.
Who could have realistically? Shaw would have taken a Destroyer back in the day.
No, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
If he could kick out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah, if he could kick out of it, sure. Because if you land that maneuver,
probably 1, 2, 3, kid. Good, you could have taken a Destroyer.
If you land that maneuver at that time in wrestling, oh, he's shooting to the top. He's going to the top, bro. Petey damn near rolled that up to the. You damn near rolled that to the top. Triple H is gonna have his hands full getting everyone on Mania this year that deserves it. It's gonna be a tough call. They got 2 nights. Yeah. It's gonna be a tough call. But again, I think we're looking at storylines. We were talking about this the other night. I mean, it's Mania. You're gonna want the biggest and brightest stars. So, like, the big feuds, you're wondering, how do you fit a guy like Gunther onto the show? Because if we start moving people around, they're talking about this, the open window and all this other stuff, the window swap and all this. It sounds like we're switching champs. Like Gunther's going to SmackDown, Cody's coming over to Raw, which then now we've taken Cody and we've taken Cena and Gunther off the table. 114 on and 149, Stone Cold Steve Austin, which we get Cody having a torch pass from Cena at Mania. It's bigger names. Sami Zayn, ringside auto to 35, 15 out of 35. DL on the silver. I mean, obviously we get Punk and Silver Premier Typhoon. Punk and Seth is a big one. Tyreek Igwe on the ringside. There's a Rock, Dakota Kai, 72 out of 125. you're gonna see somebody like Gunther have his belt, and that's gonna be like the third match, or probably opening match on like night one. Aegis Inoue, just because they're gonna have to appease a lot of these storylines. They're gonna have to. They gotta touch on a lot of storylines. These feuds. You know, we get Cena Cody. We'll probably get Rock Roman, just because star power wise. Gunther's gonna have to find somebody to wrestle. We don't know who that's gonna be. Oh, you said Goldberg, right? For Gunther, like that. I mean, if we're talking like just star power, we're gonna get Gunther Goldberg, which that might be a McStinker. You know, no. Gunther and Goldberg will really test how good Gunther is, because Goldberg working from the bottom for a whole match, probably not all that good. And Goldberg actually having the lead for an entire match isn't that good either. I'm assuming if we see that, if we do get that, and I'll be okay with it if they turn that into just a Hearns Hagler type of thing. If they go Hearns Hagler with that, and we just make this quick, fast, in a hurry, a heavy hitting sprint, I'm cool with that. That's probably the only way to get that off. There's a gold in them heroes. Coming up, Kofi Kingston, Ron Simmons, Don Morocco, there's Lyra, and we will hide the gold behind her. Luca Crucifino, swatches of Ivar. Yeah, if that's your opening sprint, I'm cool with that. Stacy Keibler on the Silver Premier. Shawn Michaels on the Turbocharge. Brother Love. Ringside Undertaker. Bailey. Liv Morgan. 158 out of 175. Yeah, they're going to have a lot of star power on these shows, which means Bailey, 62 out of 99. A lot of people are going to get lost in the shuffle. Goldberg's back, that takes a spot. We're probably not going to get a ton. We'll probably get a lot of quick hitters if we want to fit a lot of people into the card, which I don't think that'll be their goal necessarily. All right, who's our gold? First edition of the Gold Gang. Well, that's a good way to do it. That's a damn fine way to do it. The Queen, Charlotte Flair, on the gold. 1 of 10, first of its kind. Gold Charlotte Flair. This is a damn good case. This is a damn good case. This is a damn good case. Hopefully 3 count follows with some of the same heat. Really good case. Liv Morgan. So Rhea beats her then for the belt. Like, finally. Logan Paul coming back as well for Mania. For who? For who? If Gunther is not a big enough name for Paul. Who's a big enough name for Paul? You think right now?
Yes.
Think who?
I think Gunther is.
Think Gunther's a big enough name for Paul? Is Logan taking those shots?
Yeah.
If he love it like that, yeah, right? So are we looking at Goldberg and Braun Breaker then? In a sprint? Or would we rather Logan and Braun Breaker? Goldberg and Braun Breaker in a sprint. There's going to be a Fatu segment. There's going to be a Fatu moment. Because you can't leave the Bloodline out of that, right? So are we looking at Bloodline rules for Roman and Rock? Like, how do you... AJ Styles, not at Mania. Not at Mania. If Logan Paul's coming back at Mania, it's coming back because of star power, the cachet. And no disrespect to AJ, that casual base. Nah. Logan and Jay Uso. Interesting. That would be interesting. Joe Gacy on the ringside. I know they got to do something with Fatu. 32 out of 199 on Trish Stratus. On that stage, with the type of push he's gotten, they either got to take him out or do something with him. 89 out of 125 on the Shotzi. I just don't know who you pair him with in that setting. He'd have to do some sort of running thing, which means Solo has to be involved in some way. So I don't know how you put him in a Mania, because I think you have to. I just don't know where. Eddie Guerrero on the silver. Tyler Bate Sensations. Jimmy Hart 59 out of 249. Becky Lynch and Bobby Lashley. Logan and Jake versus Stone Cold and Mike Tyson. All right. Put yourself on timeout, Justin. You're on timeout, sir. Two more top loaders for these last few. And who doesn't make the show? LA Knight doesn't make the show. Ringside Action Signature. Card 14. Nikita Lyons. On the redemption. Why do all these injured people not sign stuff? You at the crib, fam. Put it in the chair. Write on some cards. Send them back. Coming back at Rumble. Somehow eliminate each other. That starts the feud. I would try Logan Paul and Dom versus Ray and Bad Bunny. If they decide to do another Puerto Rico show, probably. Damn, where does Damian Priest fall on that card? Maybe that's your Logan Paul guy. Would you want to see that match? Priest and Paul?
Not a singles. I think I'd rather do Dom and Logan versus
Ray and Bad Bunny at Mania. Rocky Johnson, 87 out of 149. Priest is going to be on that card. He's going to be a Mania. They pushed him too well to not be Mania. Eric Bischoff. His story isn't popping like that. Maybe not. Yeah, there's going to be some cuts. There's going to be some Mania cuts. And it's going to be nasty. Turbocharged Austin Theory. Great Muta. There's going to be some nasty Mania cuts, fam. Got a tie-dye coming up. Second Bischoff auto. Eric Bischoff. Cleaning up in this case. Alright, Don Morocco. Austin Theory on the turbocharged. 23 out of 25. That's a little tie-dye. Braun Breaker versus Sheamus versus Strowman versus Priest for the IC title. They're not dropping Priest back down for IC belt. He's too high on the card. He's in his mid-40s. They're going to milk this cow as much as they can in the main event picture. He's gotten over. He's done a really good job of getting over, too, so can't really knock him. I didn't believe, but he looked good with the belt. He's done a really good job with his heel turn or face turn. So, I like it. Alright, 2 boxes left. It's been a hot little case thus far. We're just a gold vinyl away. We're just 1 gold vinyl away. 2 zebras, a ringside, silver ringside, dot cut, the gold, tie-dyes have been pretty good. Solid autos. It's been a really good case. We got that 3 count. We got the 3 count coming up. Alright, we got the Becks. Billy Gunn on the ringside. Eddie Guerrero. Luca Crucifino, 86 out of 249. Silver Seth Rollins. Dragon Lee. Another gold. Yeah. The BBL herself, Bianca Belair, 1 out of 10. Gold. Gang.
Nice.
Very nice hit. Ladies are draped in gold tonight. 2 of the best. Turbocharged Nia Jax. Angelo Dawkins, 17 out of 75. It's Rock versus Reigns. Then they could do Solo and Jacob versus the Usos for the tag belts. Okay. Kairi Sane on the auto. Best top rope elbow drop in wrestling history. Yes, I said it. Shinsuke Nakamura, welcome back. And Chad Gable. I know I'm late, but want to see Io Sky beat Liv to end the Rhea Chase on Liv and start a nice battle between the 2 best in the company. Something fresh. Yeah. You know what? I'm thinking Io beats Liv. Tiffany cashes in. Gets the belt. And now she's got Io plus Liv plus Rhea on her to get the belt. Nia's not going to help her. So that's when Tiffany goes and recruits a faction to keep everybody away from her. It's convoluted. It's not fully fleshed out. Because that faction needs to be able to do something with Rhea, Liv, Raquel, Io. Like, this faction needs to be of standard in order for it to, like, really, really get over. And right now, the only people physically capable, 60 out of 199 on the Booker T. King Booker. The only ladies physically capable to handle what Rhea brings to the table aren't aligned with Tiffany in any way, shape, form, or fashion. It doesn't make a ton of sense for them to be aligned with Tiffany in any shape, form, or fashion. So that's the issue. Bret the Hitman Hart on the silver. Grayson Waller. Lola Vice, 82 out of 175. Unless they have some ladies tucked away somewhere we know nothing about. Omos. Cactus Jack. Because the ones down in NXT aren't quite ready. Like the Carly Brights of the world aren't quite ready. Kiana James is still hurt. But I don't know if she'd be somebody you sitting in there to go after Rhea anyway. So maybe they take a little more time before pulling that trigger, but it's a possibility. Signature selections card 89. I think it's like Lex Luger. Yep, that's Lex Luger. Lex Luger on the redemption. Broke too many of these. But I've been wanting a Tiffany Stratton, Mean Girls crew for a while. They're kind of doing it in NXT with JC and her group. But those ladies aren't enough. Like, Rhea probably takes all three of them out on her own. So it's got to be something else. All right, last box last box of select before we get into 3 count. Like I said, it's been a really good case thus far. Maybe all the Judgment Day go to SmackDown as transfer thing. After they drop the belts, maybe. Lyra Valkyria, Tyler Breeze, ringside of Gorilla Monsoon, Carmelo, Alexa Bliss, 59 out of 149. PJ Brooks on the ringside, Karrion Kross, Dude Love, 74 out of 249. Adriana Rizzo, Trish, King of Mystery, Jasmine Nix, Candice LeRae on the auto. Shout out to the Speed Champ. Silver, Sonya Deville, Carmen Petrovich, Turbocharge of Alexa Bliss, 63 out of 99, and a silver Rhea Bloody Ripley. Stack of packs. I didn't see the 1-1, so we might not get the 1-1. We do get a Farouk, and that is 46 out of 49. Damn! Sami Zayn, Triple H on the silver. Bailey, Trish Stratus, Turbocharge of Bobby Lashley, Carmella, silver premiere, die cut. Kofi Kingston, 32 out of 49. Good time to get this one as well. Finn Balor, silver premiere. Nikita Lyons and a white color match, British Bulldog, 120 out of 125. I think Rhea beats Liv at the first Raw on Netflix, and Io wins the Rumble since people claim they don't want a repeat Rumble winner yet for the women. They got options though. This might be the time to like either push Jade or Nah if they have her win the Rumble. I'm sure she gets showcase moments, if nothing else. Have her come back in time for that. Her, we probably get a showcase moment for Lash Legend. Who needs one? She's good. Jordan Grace probably comes back. I think Zarya steps in the Rumble, or too soon? Maybe next year's?
I mean, too soon.
Too soon. Probably next year's. I know Oba's going to get the guys. We're sitting out, Sean. Yeah, boys. They're being sent out. Alright. Recount for the peoples. Oba's got to get a Rumble showcase. He has to. Any cool Sammys? Yeah, Michael. There you go. Little purple ringside to 35. Young Samuel Zayn. All right. Let's get into this 3 count, see if we can get more cool stuff. Downtown. Out the gate. All I do is put Oscar downtowns, fam. That's it. I don't know nothing else. I don't know nothing else. I don't know no other way to live. Attitude Era icons. P.S. Michael Hayes, 15 out of 49. Oni Mikala Hayes. Carmella. Gold Gang. 2 out of 10. That patch is even gold. It's pretty fire. Good stuff on the Carmella auto. Nothing but ladies in our golds tonight. I knew Henry'd be happy about that. He asked for Oscar. Oscar here now. I know Darren's hilarious, right? That's it. That's all I do. 7 out of 10, just in time. Gold Gang. Kofi Kingston. It's a good one to get. It's a good one to get right now. How long before the people let them get their actual promo? Or will it have to be a backstage segment? It'll have to be backstage, right?
They are never allowed to speak in front of a crowd ever again.
There's a redemption. They took the angle so good, bro. They were so good.
Shouts out.
Prime Mem Auto.
Kansas.
Card 11. Grayson Waller. Yay. Grayson Waller and Carmella and Tiffany could be a good team one day. Nah. If she had Carmella like Maxine on her side, knowing that they can't really do anything, but they essentially just run interference with like ineptitude, and Tiffany takes advantage of it, that would probably work. But in terms of actual like wrestling capability, no. Maxine Dupree. Say her name, she appears. 59 out of 149 on the Maxine Dupree. She's gotten better, though. She's definitely gotten better. I don't know if she's on that Trish Stratus model, the rest of the trajectory. But she's gotten a lot better. Alright. Good character work, though, for sure. 7 out of 10. Juan Cena. Gold Gang. Timeless moments. Burying Wade Barrett in all his splendor. Pooh Bear says KO. another redemption. But of course, why not? Timeless Moments Auto Horizontal Red. Card 10. Seth freaking Rollins. Another nice redemption there. The aforementioned Big E. 80 out of 99. Terrible friend. Terrible friend is Big E guy. Where were you when your folks needed you, fam? You didn't hold them down. You didn't hold your people down. Now look at you. Friendless. Who do you think stole the show on that one? Kofi and Xavier or Big E?
Kofi.
12 out of 40. The Fiend, Bray Wyatt.
Nice.
It's fire. Think Kofi easily?
Yeah, he never really gets a chance to really do all that much of emotion during a promo. We know what Xavier can do. We know what Big E can do, but
Got you.
I was just remember that Kofi is still like that guy.
We didn't know. Legendary autos. There's blonde hair of Greg the Hammer Valentine. 99 out of 99. Just frumpy flair, I like to call him. See, he's supposed to be Ric Flair. Frumpy flair right there. Main event, Jey Uso is now numbered to 25. That's fire. We'll take that one. Nice little Jey Uso hit. Ooh, so. Gold Gang, 7 out of 10. Wes Lee. That match was good, right? Wes and Javon.
Yes.
Go figure. Legendary autos. What's up with that? 22 out of 49 on a Hurricane. This one's number 2. 10, more gold. Gold Gang. Lorenzo Antonio Knight. Yeah. Very nice. Goldless Gang. Now. Too soon? Too soon? Sorry.
You're sending invoices.
$15 out of 25. Michael Hickenbottom. Andre Chase. 105 out of 149. No horizontal purple. Of Hulk Hogan.
That's sick.
14 out of 25. Terry Bollea.
That's sick.
Good stuff. It's good stuff right there. Two out of 8. The Rock. That's fire. Nice little 2 out of 8 here for Dwayne. Another Andre Chase. This one is 25 out of 149. We'll just collect the whole set. No big deal. 44 out of 49 on the Shawn Michaels. Dick pic.
Your guy.
44 out of 49. Jonathan Michaels on the auto. It's not a super kick. It's a super. Finn Balor. It's Christmas. 12 out of 25 on a Finn Balor. Just in time for the weekend. Bailey. 19 out of 149. Nice Bailey hit. Maxine Dupree, 57 out of 149. Bronco Nima, 23 out of 40. Bronco Nima? Nima? Oh, green. Nice little fiber there. Of the Big Wiggle. Norman Smiley, 3 out of 5. The aforementioned Alexa Bliss, 28 out of 49 on the auto. All right, last box, folks. No cap recap. And we got to get the hell out of the way for some gridiron action. Football de Americano up next. But first, we got the Rock to 5. Now we got the daughter to 5. Or to 8. 5 out of 8 on the Ava. Pair her with Pops. Alright. Next up. Loomis, 12 out of 99 on the auto. Nice Dexter Loomis hit. And then there was one. And this one, legendary or Attitude Era icon signatures. Kurt freaking Angle, 3 out of 99 on the Kurt Angle auto. And that is our break. Give you guys a quick little recap, and then we have to ski-daddle. So, do both select and 3 count. All right, to 249. Out of select. Dude Love, Luca Crucifino, Jimmy Hart, Tori Wilson, Lola Vice, Sean Spears, Otis, and Sid Vicious. To 199. Booker T, Trish Stratus, Camacho, Miz, Naomi, and Riley Osborne. To 149, Alexa Bliss, Rocky Johnson, Stone Cold, Ava, Camacho, and John Cena. To 125, British Bulldog, Shotzi, Dakota Kai, JBL, Rob Van Dam, and Xavier Woods. Skipped over to what, 75. But we back. Lola Vice, Liv Morgan, Elton Prince, Undertaker, Eve Torres, Bautista, Eddie Thorpe, and the King of Mystery. Alright, the hits to 99. Auto select. Nice little mix of inserts and autos and whatnot. Turbocharge Alexa Bliss, Bailey, Turbocharge Kairi Sane, Damon Kemp on the auto, Ringside auto of Lola Vice, Dexter Lumis auto, Shannon Baszler auto, still looking crispy. Io Sky, Hulk Hogan auto, Zelina Vega, Don Morocco, Ilya Dragunov from Sparks, Tori Wilson auto, Yokozuna, Tank Ledger on the auto, and Greg the Hammer Valentine, or as I like to call him, Frumpy Flair. Alright, to 49. Actually, to 75 first. Angelo Dawkins, Bautista, Jimmy Hart, Lola Vice, Eddie Guerrero, Alba Fire. Alright, now to 49. Farouk, Kofi Kingston auto, Jay Cargill auto, Turbocharge, Alexa Bliss, or not Alexa Bliss, Roman Reigns, British Creed on Sparks, Rhea Ripley. How? I mean, the hair. It's got to be the hair, right? The hair is what makes them look similar. Alright, let's see. 235. We had this Sami Zayn ringside auto. Our tie-dye party consisted of Austin Theory on the Turbocharge, Lola Vice on the Sensations, and Naomi on the swatches. Those are all numbered to 25 on the tie-dyes. We had a couple zebras, which are these two bad boys here, Bret the Hitman Hart and Umaga. Gold Gang, Bianca Belair and Charlotte Flair. A couple legendary ladies, both numbered to 10. And a Jacob Fatu ringside. But the king of the ringsides tonight, silver ringside die cut, super rare, Triple H. It's a fire hit there. Alright, our autos are as follows. These are all base, non-numbered. Candice LeRae, Lex Luger on Redemption, Kairi Sane, Eric Bischoff, Redemption, Nikita Lyons, Idris Enofe, Elton Prince, ringside Alexis King, and The Miz, and Akam. Redemption of Sami Zayn, Eric Bischoff, Noam Dar, and Alexa Bliss. So that's your select hits. On the other side of the house, in good old 3-count land, to 149, Maxine Dupree, Bailey, Andre Chase, and again Andre Chase, and Maxine Dupree again. To 99, Kurt Angle, Dexter Lumis, Greg the Hammer Valentine, and Big E, Frumpy Flair. To 49, Alexa Bliss, Shawn Michaels, Hurricane, and P.S. Michael Hayes. 49 numbered, Bronco Nima and Bray Wyatt. To 25, Finn Balor, Terry Bollea, Shawn Michaels, and Jay Uso. Couple redemptions, which belong to Seth Rollins and Grayson Waller. Our gold gang, LA Knight, Wesley, John Cena, Kofi Kingston, and Carmella. To 8, we got Ava and her dad, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock. Our shortest numbered was this Big Wiggle, Norman Smiley, 3 out of 5. And our downtown, as per usual. All right, that's our break. There's your select and 3 count recap. We're going to get out of the way for some gridiron action. Y'all have a good rest of the evening.